she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make it get slapped. It's so rugged. Brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. Speak a little southern, cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent, she's so indecent. You don't wanna be quick.
Talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like when y'all 12, you wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields going to throw right away. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Back to throw, Fields. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4. That reception brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets us all the way down to the Patriots' 16-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
222. You got a mini base. Why not?
Here's Fields. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Fields. To the left side, he's got the tight end Taylor. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
I I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Folks, kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go play action now. May. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, sir. Go.
Fields now to throw. He's got Smith here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. But you look at this Patriots defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. It's a nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's May. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
A
carry here for Trevion Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line of the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they go play action with May. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Henderson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air, May. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the clear. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers it on the scoreboard.
Full connects on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, if you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, the kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. Hunter Henry brings it in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, what's up?
They'll throw with May. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he will have the Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Patriots at 4 and 6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Crazy. Hey, what's up? Kick him.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Antonio Gibson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jets 10, Patriots 7.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Fields. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
To throw, it's May. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to throw. May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A give for Henderson running to the right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. They can't stop us. Keep on.
Here's Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pushing his way through. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On play action, Fields. And that will get the off target and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw is Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he bats it away and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And shutting it off down open field. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 66 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Fields. He'll find Taylor, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jets.
Here we go.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Thielen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Eddie, what's rip? Crazy.
They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Fields going to run. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a side of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's Fields. Allen here on the screen. Second and 7.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
That's good for the Jets. First down. A gain of 12.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run once more with Stevenson. Powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Here we go, son.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. May looking to run. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Pats look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 79 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Fields trying to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To the right side, this is Henderson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here is 3rd and 5.
You're just crazy. 5. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
From the shotgun, May with it. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Patriots can run it out from here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear. And they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Zombie Nation.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the...
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the gun, Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Looking to put a drive together. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
To throw is Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. So here's a 3rd and 14.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
to throw. Here's Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake. Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Bombers. Away. Captain.
Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Got to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now Jackson. Open man, that's Henry. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 31 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you got a problem on your hands.
When the defenders hate it there, it happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. on the run. This is J.K. Dobbins. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 5. Nix to the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Want to quit?
After the interception, here's Jackson. Short one there, caught by Likely. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
DC, ready?
Jackson going to change things up a bit. First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Now 3rd and 13.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 13.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
It's 4th down.
Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now it's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now it's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the Ravens' 44-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mike Green. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos
on 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nick's going to keep this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, and, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Harvey now on 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he will find his man on the outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Denver.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down and 6 now. Nix going to give to Harvey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back to throw. Nix. Sutton wheeling it in on the left side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Jackson going to keep it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Report!
Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting to brand.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
First down.
Jackson now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
13.
Henry. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that That makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 yards there, the Denver first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Off the play fake, Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw, here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On play action, here's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos! Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Looks good on the extra point. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a pickup on 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I thought that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing out left and finding Likely. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nix to the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Middle.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. To throw is Nix. He's across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, no, lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
31, Ravens 17.
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get on. 180.
Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. So the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Jackson. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And the Broncos first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Little mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. Like a number one fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Dance, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, I'm fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
13.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for the first down.
2nd down and 8.
He was brought down by Joey Ellis. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Broncos 39-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hold on a sec.
Throwing Nix.
going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ready?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On the give, it's Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Check down here for Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him about the 43. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're known to please that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw, here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. And Zay Flowers with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Nix to the air. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
On play action, here's Nix. Knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Nix. Looking onside, and he's got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go play action with Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Looks good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Henry out of the pistol. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
The touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead. That could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
On the handoff, Harvey. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd.
Here's Nix.
That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And probably it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3 yards to go.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Baltimore, first down.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Now they'll change things up.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
In motion left, Flowers.
Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Still fighting for more. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and goal.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he's able to bring to 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
180! 180! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
Henry again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hold on, set. Ready. 44.
Throwing Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. They'll come up now on second down.
Captain. Hold on, set. Ole. Just get it.
Now it's Nix. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle.
Here we go.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd.
Here's Nix once more. He's got his target. That's complete. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To throw. Here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He targets Ingram for another grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Ravens.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
A gain of 6. That's another Broncos first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Bo Nix keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Jackson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he looks for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Ready!
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And
what defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? Name existed forever, means victory, help. A whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot. Every be soaking from a time when it was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all. Because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And we'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet with every mix to worry about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sit up! Hey! Sit up!
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Off the play fake, Nix. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 37.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Nix to the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll work down inside the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go play action with Nix. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 6-0 our score after one. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sends it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now it's Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it up. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw from his end zone. Nix. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone. Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time. Had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Wester on the return. A solid stiff arm. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10.
Again, it's Henry. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 14 yards. And the Ravens take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be.
Picked off by Malachi Starks, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Jackson now. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Johnny Barron. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a 2nd and 2. To throw is Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Nix once more. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover with a big dose of honey.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Hey, hey. Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
play action. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Malachi Starks. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, some strong running. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Nix from the shotgun. Sutton ripping it in on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Now it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Nix to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference.
And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he is into the